she usually is. You can typically find her working right over there. Yes, you see her in the purple.
Oh, yes, with the black hair.
Yeah, with the black hair. And so you make your way over there, and she cries out, "Ah, Melza, you have found a visitor. What? How may I help you? Has Melza brought you to see my wares?"
I'll put the girl down next to, I guess, the stall that her mother is running.
Yeah, they're mainly fabrics and different sewn designs.
Would I be not outside of my element here, thinking that this is the ploy that this woman is using to get customers by having her daughter give a sob story and then draw people in?
It could be.
Okay.
And Melza like grabs your hand, and then, Mom, he's going to help me find my dolly. She kind of sighs and shakes her head, and I'm sorry. Melza is a little obsessed with her lost doll.
Would I be speaking out of turn if I would assume that she lost her doll somewhere in the jungle?
We do not know, honestly, where she's lost her doll. It's been somewhere since all that chaos happened. We've been in a lot of turmoil. We've just now started getting settled in Anavim.
And where was it that you had to vacate?
Ah, yes, Zarza. I do not know if you've heard of it. It's a village from the northeast. It was attacked, and me and Melza only managed to escape just barely. Our husband is still there. My husband is still there working hard.
Yes, of course he is.
Like gives a wink at you.
Don't remind me. Sorry, there's been a lot going on in the last week or so. What was the name of the village that we just came from?
The village you just came from was a rock.
Okay, so not the same place. Okay.
But you guys have been to a village. That was the very first village you had visited.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. The last place that we came from was...
Oh, yeah, the last place you came from was a rock. And then your very first mission was Zar. And that was the town that had been completely burned down. Along with, and then that's where you had recovered. You'd chased down the monkeys. And
shoot! I completely
found the medallion.
That was a place.
Yep.
Are we all with him?
At the moment, it's just Ari.
Got it.
Yeah, I guess this is essentially going on the same time you're making negotiations for a new party.
Yeah, as you're trying to find a group to abandon this group.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, the comb is worth more than a handful of spice.
I try to forget the mission I was sent to grave rob.
Yeah. Well, luckily you didn't have to rob any graves because it wasn't in the graves.
Yeah, we did dig up some dead bodies though, so.
That's true. Well, I mean, you didn't rob them, right?
We'll just assume that we reburied them too. If not them, then me. Yes, of course. Did you travel here by foot the entire way?
Yes, we did. We fled during the attack and have been in turmoil ever since, and found somewhat of a home here.
Let's see. And she had a wooden doll?
Yes.
Can you describe it? Perhaps I might see it on my travels.
Yeah, so she describes a small wooden doll. It's not too complicated. And like as she describes, I mean, she's describing a doll very simply. with actual details. And then as she as she kind of describes, it's just a simple wooden doll with a little bit of carvings. Melza speaks up. Oh, it's not just simple. She has beautiful purple hair, almost the color of my mom's dress, and she's got the most remarkably nice laugh. It attracts birds that sing, and she's really nice too. She's great at drinking tea. And so, like, as she's describing it,
princess, I believe.
She's describing the doll very simply, as what it looks like. And Melza seems to be adding all these descriptions of, what she views the doll as.
No, I understand. I'll also crouch down to the little girl's level and say,
"Yeah,
I'm sorry, in all the hustle and bustle, I forgot to get your name."
My name is Melza.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Melza, and I'll extend a hand. My name is Ari.
Oh, so do you know where my doll is?
Not offhand, but I swear to you, on this day, on my honor, if I come across it, it will be returned to you.
Yay! Oh, thank you, thank you. She gives you a little hug, and
I'll pat her on the back.
She goes, okay, well, nice to meet you. I think there's some other people that are new. And you see her run off. And you actually spot Thalon, who's in the middle of making his sail, and you see her run towards Thalon.
Okay, I'll nod to her mother and say, "Ma'am," and I'll head off towards a guard.
And Thalon, you're selling, and in the middle of this cell...
No, I want the good one, not the bad one.
You feel like a little pull on some of your robes.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. Have you seen my dolly?
Afraid not. But tell me, girl, do you think this one looks better or this one? Which one do you think looks freshest to you?
I don't know.
Cheer up.
Okay. Well, thanks for nothing, mister. And he runs off.
What a strange little girl. So cute.
And Tubbs, you've got your nice little mug. Or at this point, you haven't even found your mug. And you're kind of like going from house to house, and you hear "What are you looking for, mister?"
I'd look to see who the person said it is.
And you're looking around these houses, like you're kind of like peering around and looking for anything like hanging, like placed in spot, like little hidey holes. And there's a girl, and she's like poking around one of the huts and looking, kind of in the same spot you were. Were you looking for my doll? Do you know my doll's missing?
I just sort of grin a little bit. And is there anything like around me where I could hide as well?
I mean, there's probably enough that you could, maybe there's a basket that you could hide.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing too. Try to play a little peekaboo game with her.
Oh, she plays with you a little bit, back and forth, hiding. She goes to your hiding spot and she looks around. She goes, "I don't see my doll down there. Have you seen a doll while you're looking around?"
I just sort of like think for a second, like, well, maybe she's hiding.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Well, you keep looking, and if you find my doll, you let me know, okay? My name's Melza, and I'm the best hider. But you're right, Princess was a really good hider too. We used to play hide and seek all the time too. But if you find her, you let me know. And don't find her first, though. You let me know so that I can find her. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you found me first, so you got me.
Oh, yeah.
Be a good speaker.
Yes. All right. Thank you. She runs off.
And get back up, start doing it, thinking, "What the hell did that just happen?"
And so, Connor, you're going in some pretty detailed contract negotiations with your new group of friends, you're just finishing, and maybe you're taking a breath, and you're looking around, and a little girl is standing right next to you. She looks real close and she goes, Are you an old kid?
An old kid.
Yeah. You're
Is that what I
so
look like?
you're so short, but you have a beard. You're my height.
Yeah. I'm I'm something else. I'm a gnome. Have you ever seen a gnome before?
My gnome is Melza.
Oh, my gnome is Connor.
Oh, okay.
What
Well,
can I do for you?
well, I'm sure you might have this problem every so often too. But I've lost my dolly
You lost
and
your
I can't
dolly.
I can't find it. Have you seen my doll at all?
Uh,
She's
I
beautiful. She's a
yeah.
wooden doll named Princess, and she's got the most beautiful hair in a lovely little dress.
What does she like to do?
Oh, well, she likes to play with me. We do like to play hide and seek, but I usually find her, and I don't know what's happened now. She likes to go on long walks with me. We like to play by the creek. Um, she likes eating my vegetables. You know.
Yeah. I haven't seen her. Um,
Oh.
maybe she's with your mom?
I've already checked. My mom doesn't know where she's at.
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I'd be careful. Don't adventure with him. He smells.
Who are you pointing to?
She points to one of the guides. He kind of smells bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I hope
All
you
right.
find your doll.
Don't lose your doll.
Okay.
All right.
I got it in my
Wait,
backpack.
wait. When I grow up, I'm not gonna look like you, right?
You're probably gonna be a lot taller.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I don't know. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
She runs off. So, Kara, you've seen that the kind of large group at the entrance is kind of dispersed. Are you going to just stick on the boat with Cavalt and the two guards, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to buy, so
Okay.
yeah, I'll probably just hang out on the boat. Maybe pull out some cards and see if either of the guards wants to.
Yeah, they'll probably play with you. Cavalt's also interested. I mean, you can all get a little card game going. Um, so, of all the folks that are currently in Anavim, um, Thalon's done your trading. What do you guys want to do now? You've kind of now that you've gotten your first sort of tasks done.
I probably want to cover like a little bit of the trading, the values for like the copper mug, the bone coin, the hairpin, and probably like the scimitar, the short swords, and the spears. Not the +1. The Connor can keep that.
Okay.
So I'll probably get like a value for that and just put that into like more spice.
Okay.
And maybe pottery to carry it.
So are you going to try to sell the copper mug? Like you're trying to trade that as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to trade it all. I'm not going to try to get cash value out of people here. It's probably better to get the barter value and then just get the cash when we go up north.
All right. We can do one large salesmanship check if you'd like to encompass all the non-weapon items.
Okay, let's do that.
Did you also want to sell the uncut emerald?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and say let's hold on to that for now, and we'll worry about it later. This isn't the place to really offload an emerald, I think.
Okay.
That should be within 50 this time.
So you managed to sell the silver hairpin, or not the small ivory hairpin. You sell that for 5 coppers. You sell the bone comb for 2 copper, and the copper mug for. Let me double check. you can offload the copper mug for 1 copper.
Fun. All right, and then I guess that remains with like the weapon items then.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and roll a separate check for that one, or are they just not interested?
So yeah, no, you're going to go to sell the weapons. No one's interested in the shoddy spear.
Yeah, I'll probably end up checking that in the river.
Fair. So you're going to sell the scimitar, the short sword, and the spear?
Yes.
Right.
The ones
Yeah,
that are actual quality.
Make a salesmanship check.
Terrible. Look at that.
Maybe these just aren't weapons that people are interested in buying. You're only able to sell the spear at half cost.
Let's see. And how much do spears normally go for here? Probably not a whole lot. It's a spear after all.
A spear goes for 2 silver pieces, so you can sell it for 1 silver.
All right, I'll take the 1 silver for the spear, and I'll leave it at that. And like I said, I'm gonna chuck the other one into the river.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and manage the sheet for that. And after that, I think the lawn's probably gonna go to the tent to get a drink.
Okay. And so you just finished your selling. You're going to get a drink. Connor is probably already there because that's where a lot of guides gather, sitting in the pavilion. Connor, good question. Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe some water.
All right. So you're drinking.
In fact, I
water.
want to try to offer up some of my honey brew to some of the guys.
You're offering your honey brew to some of the guides.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna a cup of brew?
They're more than willing to, let you give them honey brew or buy them drinks. Mainly, it seems like what they're drinking seems to be ale or even fermented fruit. That seems to be the main 2 drinks that the pavilion is selling.
Okay. How many guys are around me?
There's probably about 5 at this point.
Okay. How much is the ale?
The ale is 5 trade coins each. And the
Okay.
fermented fruit is 1.
Okay. So 10 trade coins is 1 copper.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll buy 5 ales.
All right. So you buy 5 ales and they're, oh God, they're all so thankful. And they're like, what a great and generous adventurer this man is. He would most likely be a great man to lead to the caves of Garlak. Ooh, but wait. Have you heard of the treasure at the Valley of the Toads?
Oh, what's that?
A great toad beast has enslaved a village to the southeast. He holds the village in thrall and has stolen all of their valuables, subjecting everyone in the nearby vicinity to his evil croaks.
Valley, huh? When did this happen?
Why, it has been going on for several months, but only I know the true location and can guide you there successfully. All these hacks don't know, for I've actually been there. And they're all boasting about their separate like treasure locations that they can guide you to.
What about the lizard folk?
Oh, what about the lizard folk?
Well,
Are you interested in them, or are you trying to avoid them?
Well, are they mean?
Oh, they are not just mean. They worship some sort of devil. Some devil half man that is said to be cruel and uncaring, and drives the lizards to, in fact, not only kill but also to eat us men. Be very careful.
What about the toad? You said it was a toad king?
And then that guy that was like they're kind of like they're all kind of ebbing and flowing as directing their attention to each one. You know, they're kind of like pushing their way to the front, and as he kind of like, oh yes, the Toad King. Ah yes, the what about the Toad King?
Um, are they in? Do they fight the lizard folk?
Ah, I've heard that yes, even the Toad King is mighty enough that the lizard folk themselves quake in fear to try to approach the Toad King's might. Yes, he's carved out his own little kingdom separate to the lizard men. The lizard men are nothing. They have nothing compared to the might of the Toad King or the might of the treasure of the Toad King.
Okay, I'll buy them another round.
Okay. So Ari, at this point, yeah, you've pulled yourself. You know, you've walked away from the woman and her child, and you know you see Thalon selling, and maybe Tubbs making his way around playing hide and seek, and you see Connor, you know, buying rounds for a group of folks in the very middle.
Yeah,
in the pavilion.
Trying to find one of the wardens to talk to.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty easy to find.
Excuse me, sir. Got a moment of your time?
Oh yes.
I was wondering if you could point me out the best carpenter here.
Best carpenter. What kind of carpentry are you looking for?
A small wooden doll.
Well, there. Let me see. There is a man who does such carvings. His name is Mizo. He usually does carvings. He's over there. He usually keeps to himself in the far corner. He does a lot of custom work. His wife is the one that sells in the bazaar, but he has a hut himself that he usually does his carvings at. You can tell which one it is. There's typically wood shavings everywhere.
Just for my sake, as someone who's easily lost, if you could just describe him for me, so I could tell by the face of him.
Oh well, I'll just take you there.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't mind. People obey the rules here. It is not that hard of a job. The main difficulty is other tribes that don't respect the neutrality of Anavim.
Right. From the
They are
outside,
far and
not
few in
from the
between.
in.
So he takes you over to Mizo's hut, and there's an old who's slowly carving what looks like a flute.
Knock on whatever surface is available to knock on.
I see you there. What do you want?
I was wondering if there was an opening in your schedule for your services to be rented.
You want a flute?
No. I was looking to see if I could get a doll made.
He kind of like looks up at you. Look a little old for a doll.
Really? I didn't know that there was an age limit on these things.
I won't judge you then. What kind of doll you want?
I don't live here. You can judge me all you want. Your personal freedoms are your own. I will begin to describe, both in terms that the mother gave as well as the terms that the child gave, the sort of doll that I need crafted. That one's a bit green, Connor.
Yeah. I could do something like that.
How long would it take?
Well, I'm rather busy. But I could do something in about 4 days.
Is that the estimate based on your current workload, or the amount of time it would actually take to craft such a doll?
Both.
Would it be possible to craft such a doll in under 2 days?
In under 2 days. That might be pushing it because what are you offering? What are you looking for to do that? I could probably do that. Yeah.
Depends. What are you looking for? You are, after all, the merchant.
Yeah, that's correct. You're right, Sonny. I could do this. I could do this for you for 5 silver. I could get it done in 2 days.
I'll put 5 silver on the table.
Oh, why? Thank you. What type of wood do you want it done in?
I'm assuming that either the mother or the girl had described, if not the wood itself, then the coloration and the weight and whatnot, that if given those details, he would be able to figure that out.
Yeah, so you kind of give him the instructions, and all right, I'll get carving.
Would he need extra materials for the extra bits, like the hair and whatnot? Like, do I need to go out and buy?
No, he can do that. You ask, and I've done this sort of thing before. Don't you mind yourself.
Very well. I will return day hence.
All right. So you're going to you've negotiated that. Tubbs, you're done with your meeting. What would you like to do now?
As far as I know, is everything going to plan?
Yeah, so far nothing's gone wrong.
I mean, with the what the guy says for me to look after, is he doing what he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah. If you remember, you guys have a mission here in Anavim, and that's to negotiate a trade pact with the village leader.
Right.
So
And Vesh is just doing that on his
and
own,
Vesh,
and he's
and
giving
Vesh is
himself
doing
a
that
day.
at the moment. So
We've already accomplished our mission by being here and everyone's alive.
by being here and by Vesh being alive and being here, you've currently, or if you manage to negotiate it, you've established your mission here.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'd try to find my other people.
All right. So yeah, you could link up with at the moment Connor. Connor is in the pavilion. Kara is on the boat. Falon, where do you want to be about at this point?
Like I said, I was probably getting a drink, maybe just chatting with some of the locals, and maybe asking about the villages downstream. If anyone's been down to Sarat or this spire down the Izvozen River.
Okay.
What do people know about the person we're interested in? What was his name again? Sir Malvar. No, not him. No,
Balon.
Balan. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, first, which question would you like to ask? We'll do it one at a time.
Let's start with the lizard folk question. What do people around here know about them? How often do they show up?
Okay.
Did people know about the village Orak up to the north? Do they know what happened to it? We've been there recently, and here's what we saw.
Make a glean informations check.
Oh wow, I'm good at this.
Yeah, you're asking around about Iraq, and one of the men actually looks up at you, and he goes, like, he hears you talking about, and he goes, Iraq, you not much village up there anymore. Not since we moved on, or at least the village leader called it.
Oh, he did? Is he still here? Is he alive?
Oh, yeah. Well, last time I saw him, see, I was working at Iraq with. I was an Iraqian. back in the day, back when it was a good business to be in. We'd go and gather large game and exotic animals and trade them to what's that trade company? The Gold Lion Trading Company. We used to gather them and sell them there, but they stopped coming by, and there was no reason for us to be there anymore. As they moved on, and when the village moved on, they didn't need a game hunter like me, so I came down here to Anavim and maybe try my luck. Hey,
Makes sense.
you looking to hunt any big game, perhaps?
Maybe. But there's also the possibility you could return to your previous profession too. We have someone from our representative company who might be interested in revitalizing Orak at some point, or maybe talking to anyone who might still be alive from there.
That seems like a lot of work I'm
True
not
enough.
a village myself, but
you did say you'd hunt big game, so we could also offer that up to you. We are interested in maybe trying to capture something.
well, if the company does come back, I guess I could start hunting again.
Have you ever seen a lion out here?
A lion. I do know of a few areas where at least lions tend to be. I don't go out trying to hunt them myself usually, but I do know some of their hunting grounds around here.
I see. Very good. Well, the company I work for is interested in maybe acquiring one alive.
That sounds like a difficult task.
It
Wish you luck.
does. I'm not exactly fond of the idea, I'll put that. But you definitely seem like a man who knows his talents here. Do you think that would be possible with assistance? A party of people to help wrangle it down?
Well, the difficulty would be getting it in one place. That would be the tough part. But stopping it from running away if you're trying to fight it. But you definitely might be able to find a lion, that's for sure.
I see. Well, I don't believe that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. But if all goes according to plan, we should come back through Anavim a few more times before heading up north for one last time. If they're within the area and you can keep an eye on them for when we come back through after going all the way down south, perhaps on our way north, we could capture a lion together. And I think there might be some way we can split some profit off of it.
Sounds interesting. You let me know. I could always use some work.
I'll be sure to come to you as soon as we come back through.
Right.
But I suppose in the meantime, just keep your eyes open.
So
There's no telling if we might even be alive.
That's very true. So Tubbs and Ari, you guys are coming in, Con and Falon, chatting up some of the locals.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and add his name to a list. What's his name?
Bredard.
Bredard?
Yep.
Bredard, the hunter of Anna.
Like bread, but then ard at the end.
All right, cool. So that is important to know. And I'll probably share that around to people. It's like, well, this hunter is willing to help us if we are able to later. And I figure the best time to pick up the lion would be on the shortest leg of the journey. Or the last leg.
This is also the place where all the other guides were, right?
Yeah.
The one that was recommended.
Yep.
Which one looks the most grizzled?
Which one looks the most grizzled? The most
Which one
grizzled.
would you say has true grit?
Of all the guides, you see probably about 2 or 3 of them are female. 2 or 3 of them don't look Themosish. So some of them have more of a Dej look, while one actually looks has more of a pale olivey, like a Calamaran. And there's actually one elf as well amongst the group. Of all of them, the most grizzled look. The most grizzled is actually one of the two Dej. There's a Dej. There's a male Dej and a female Dej. And the female Dej looks rather grizzled. You know, she's actually got like 3 scars on her face and some battle scars on her open skin.
All right, where's she sitting?
You know, she's kind of sitting, overhearing Connor speak, but she hasn't actually started participating yet.
All right, yeah, I'll approach her.
All right.
Are you?
She kind of looks up to you and takes another drink.
I hear you're a guide around these parts.
What language are you saying that in?
Samosan.
She responds in not the best Svimosish. I am.
I might as well try it first. I'll try scarring a little bit. Do you speak this?
She kind of looks left and right and shakes her head.
Worth a shot, I say in Samoan.
Sorry, no.
Do you know much about the lizard folk?
Lizard folk, yes, they're dangerous. What?
Are they carnivorous?
You seek them?
I need information about them. I'll pull out a silver and put it on the table. I'm willing to pay for information.
She leans in, like pocketing the silver. Lizard folk, very dangerous. They will eat you if they capture you.
How long after they capture you do they typically eat you?
When they're hungry, I guess. I don't eat. I don't eat man. I do not know.
Do they hold captives for long periods of time?
I have seen some slaves held by the lizard folk, but I think that's just so meat doesn't go bad.
How long was this?
What do you mean?
Do you have any idea how long they had kept slaves for?
I do not know. Not long. I don't think.
Where did you witness this?
It was to the southeast. I was guiding a group through the jungle, and we came across a village of lizard folk that had been raiding several villages around, and they would take captives, and in battle they would eat the people that surrendered, or not surrendered but were left behind, and they would take prisoners whenever they were hungry.
How many different lizard folk settlements are you aware of?
To the south, there are many. Some of them are civil, and some of them are completely wild. I do not know.
What about to the north? Say northeast.
There certainly might be some, but none that I know of. There are more the farther south you go.
Do you know of anybody that would be have more intelligence on any settlements to the northeast?
There might be another guide that has been there recently, but I do not know if you would know about lizard folk. We tend to guide folks away from the lizard folk. They are mainly to the south and southeast.
Yes, as you have said. But I understand that circumstances might not always be to their own benefit, and there might be someone here who has had experience with the lizard folk encampments to the northeast, not of their own free will.
You could ask the elf there. She does a lot of trips farther north. She is probably the most knowledgeable of us all.
Very well, thank you very much. I'll put another copper down on top and move off to move off to the elf.
Okay. This elf is kind of keeping a little bit aloft. Maybe she's talking to some of the locals in town. While Thalon is probably a little bit more of a fair-skinned elf, and you've seen him wear robes and clothing of standard civilized attire. This elf is almost as dark as the Svimozish that you around here, and is decked in hard studded leather armor, and I mean, she looks like a real badass, with several tribal tattoos. I mean, her hair pulled back behind her head in several braids. She looks like a warrior, but she has no weapons on her, as most of the folks around here don't carry any weapons unless they're a guard.
Right. Excuse me, madam. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, you may have several. Are you looking for a guide? I am the most knowledgeable of them here.
First, I am looking for information, and I am willing to pay you for said information.
What information? You have my ear.
I will drop a silver on the table as a, payment for whatever I get.
Both ears.
I need information on any humanoid lizard settlements to the northeast of here.
To the northeast. I'm afraid your silver is of no use here, and she actually pushes it back to you. I do not know of any there, or at least any permanent. If you are seeking a guide to track or hunt down a lizard settlement, then maybe your coin could be of use, but I do not know of any permanent establishments.
Do you have any information about the lizard folk?
Of what kind?
Do they keep prisoners or slaves for any amount of time?
There are several types of lizard folk in the Voven. A variety of breeds. Some that are more crocodile, some that are more snake, some that are more turtle, even. I have seen a wide variety. They get more varied and more strange as you go deeper down to the heart of the jungle. But there are two kinds, regardless of what they look like. There are those that are civilized or civil, and there are those that are animals. In either case, I would suggest you stay clear or you fight them when you see them. The more primitive ones will capture and kill you, or to hold you prisoner just long enough so if they're fed, then they will eat you when they are hungry. But if you are speaking of a civilized tribe, then they may take they may take you prisoner and use you as a slave to build whatever walls they're working on, or do whatever they do. I do not know. My people fight them whenever we find them. So, to answer your question, if you seek a tribe that keeps prisoners to the northeast, if they have been captured recently, very recently, then there might be hope. But if they have been captured any amount of time ago, I'm afraid they are dead.
I see. Very well. I thank you for your information. And I will stand up without taking the silver off of the table. I'll just leave it as I go.
Okay. She kind of nods her thanks. Takes it.
So I'll just rejoin everybody else.
Okay. So at this point, everyone that's here is kind of gathered all in the pavilion, chit-chatting, having a little bit of drinks, talking to the guides and several folks there. Does anyone have another question or any information they'd like to seek from these?
Well, I think probably the best next question will obviously be, what do people know about the Nonish copper mines?
That they were run by gnomes. They produced copper.
Yeah, make a. Yeah, who would like to ask about the Nonish copper mines?
Don't suppose anyone has better than an 8.
In what?
Let me check.
Glean information.
That's based on what?
No, I'm 7.
Int, whiz, and charisma.
Oh, I have literally an 8.
Yep. So we're all just as good as anyone else. So I guess the lawn will.
What would you like to ask about the Nonish copper mines?
What are they like right now? Have they been abandoned? What's the news from there? Does anyone come from there? Is anyone from there here right now?
Yeah, ask away.
I'm doing good.
Someone speaks up. Well, we haven't seen much of anything from the Nonish. Usually they send ore upriver every few weeks. We haven't seen that in a month, at least a month or two.
So essentially no new news then.
No, we haven't had any news. Usually they come by and they'll stop in Anavim, buying a couple of drinks and stopping to resupply, but we haven't seen anything. They also typically bring things down the river when they return. We don't know what's up.
Truly troublesome then. I don't suppose there isn't the faintest idea what danger they could be in.
There are countless dangers in the jungle.
Mm.
Your friend over there asks about lizard men. Maybe it is them.
That's true. I've heard him go all the way around the tent asking about them. It's been entertaining to just drink and listen. But still, I do worry for them. Can you tell me who I should be looking for if I head up there? Anyone who might be in charge.
Who's in charge? Yes. There was a dwarf who was in charge. Let me if I remember.
Foreman de Jaz.
Yeah, an interesting man. He had it was always interesting when he came through. You could hear him coming he had one foot. The other was metal.
Ooh, fascinating. Well, that should make him easy to identify then. And what do you know of him? What sort of disposition does he have?
Well, he was a dwarf, so he was a little on the gruff side. But yeah, I didn't have much interactions with him. He'd come in. He was very on point about trading. You know, very stern, very forcible, on the nose, as one might say. But
I see.
I don't know much else
Man
about
in
him.
charge.
He stuck to the mines mostly, from what I know.
But then I suppose if we don't see him up top, then we'll have to go into the mines and see if we can find him there.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, I can only hope that they're all in good spirits and health then.
Here's to that.
Yeah, take another drink. All right. There are other questions we can ask, but we can always ask them like the next time we come through Anavim about like Starot and the Spire and everything. I think the lawn is more or less satisfied for the time being.
Why wouldn't you ask them
Okay.
now?
Well, we can ask them anytime.
Right, but I mean, you could always ask them now, and then if it come through again, ask them again, and then compare their first information to their second information and see if anything's changed.
Yeah, of course.
I want to ask one of the guides that I'm giving drinks to tell me more about this devil half man and where is he?
The devil. Yes. Why the devil that they worship? Well, I've heard that he lives in a cursed spire to the south. It's a place of great evil. That and the lizardmen worship it. Even I've heard that's where their devil lives. But I stay away from there.
Has anyone been there from here?
I do not think so.
How
We
did-
stay
how did-
away from there. It is cursed.
How did you come upon this knowledge? There's just things you hear? I mean,
Everyone knows that the spire to the south is cursed. You would not understand. You are not from the jungle. You have not grown up and heard the stories.
yeah. Okay. All right, so we definitely don't want to go south. Yet. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna get up and I bid you all good fortune and head back towards the boat.
All right.
All right, yeah, boat time. Should I spend any money to have bought drinks or?
How much money did you want to? How many drinks did you want to buy?
I'll probably just buy one drink.
To be 5 trade coins.
How many trade coins per copper?
10 trade coins in copper.
All right, cool. So I'll spend. There you go, 5 trade coins now. Yeah, I cashed out copper piece. Now down to 1 copper and 5 trade coins.
Really?
Yeah, most of it's in trade good right now.
Oh, right. I forgot it was your play. I've spent
Yeah.
7 silver here already. 7 silver and 1 copper.
I guess to be more fair, a little bit of it is in trade good right now, and a lot of it is in crossbow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
45 gold. Kill my friends.
45 gold.
Silver.
Is there anywhere to buy some torches or like a lantern or something?
You could ask about either.
Yeah. When I look around through the bazaar, is there is there any area that? Well, I guess I have to ask, so I'll ask whoever's closest as I'm heading
Yes.
back.
Yes, you ask around. It doesn't seem like they have any torches available, or not torches. They doesn't seem like they have any lanterns available, but they do have torches available.
Okay. Because if we're going to go into the copper mines, I'm thinking, I don't have any torches. I don't know what
I have several on me.
Okay.
Hopefully they should last.
Yeah,
They last like an
torch,
hour each, I think, right?
I think it's half an hour on each torch.
Yeah.
All right, let's not do a 24-hour expedition into the deep darkness then.
Oh, that's what's going to happen.
And it is a mine. Hopefully they should have at least some supplies for lighting up their way.
Man,
Yeah.
I have torches.
Mine.
I think I want to buy some torches. Is there any place to?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many torches are you interested in?
How much are they?
They're selling torches for 2 copper pieces for 6 of them.
Okay. I'll buy 6 of them for 2 copper.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
All right. And then I'll continue to make my way. Limp my way back.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys are all pretty much done chit-chatting in the pavilion.
I think so.
That's so then at the end the kind of the day wraps up as you guys are chatting and talking and are gathering. At the end of the day, Vesh is coming back to the boat, and you can just tell from the way he's walking that he looks dejected. He kind of he gets to you and he goes, "Well, how did you like Anavim? How was it?"
A pleasant experience. So many people who are just very happy with their lives, I think. Or at
Well,
least happier than other places.
Seems like they're happy to stay as they are. The elder won't agree to any deal with the trade line, the Jade Line Trading Company.
Oh, well, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that it did not go well.
He's abstinent in refusing to even to listen to any of my reasoning. It's as if he has no mercantile acumen. It's as if he does not understand the profit our company could bring to Anavim.
Well, what were his fears? Why does he reject it?
He is concerned about the danger that the company would bring to Anavim, the wealth that we could attract to Anavim. While it is appealing, he says it'll bring too much danger. Try to violate that. Other tribes might try to violate the neutrality of it, and he wants us to build an entire town here. We do not have the money to do that.
They do all seem to be intense right now. I did trade out some hand axes to them for lumber.
Yeah, they were all waving hand axes at me.
Oh, funny how that works. But I suppose it would be in their interest to have a true village instead of a bunch of tents at some point.
But they want us to build the village for them, and they want to take all of our profits that we make while selling anything here. It is ridiculous. It's like talking to a mule.
Well, perhaps after a few more good deeds after we head south, maybe they'll change their mind. Maybe they'll even change their mind once the Nonish copper mines start coming through again.
What if
they haven't heard anything from them themselves? I definitely fear for their safety.
Just speaking out here. What if you didn't sell anything here?
That is the whole point.
No.
It is a central location.
Right, you can use it for shipping. You can also use it for resource collection. You can use this as a central location for all your further endeavors out here. You can just use it as a storehouse to store your materials as it passes through to other crafting locations.
I wish that would even work. If you think you can convince him. Give it a try. It can't hurt. I might have burned my bridges with him in some of the language I used.
All right. Well, the next day I was meaning to go speak to them myself anyway. So when the next day arises, I will go speak to them.
All right. So everyone can put one more notch.
I'll come with you even.
Yeah.
I
Everyone
wanna
can put
go
one
to
more
the-
notch of healing on as the next day advances.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that who keeps the area neutral? You know, like saying to the other characters, like who keeps the area neutral? Maybe it's this I don't know, the lizard folk, or their devil god, or whoever.
I was waiting for you to sell us on the devil god with lizard folk.
Why was it gonna sell us?
Oh, you sure you don't want to try and sell us on the hypnotoad?
Well,
He's now converted.
I'm just
I
thinking
am
that
Connor.
if these lizard folk are bad, I mean, you keep asking about them. Are they going to kill us right away, or are they going to dry us out, then kill us?
Not what I asked at all. I'm glad your eavesdropping skills are as honed as they always were.
Well, we may have gotten a little bit more drunk in the process. Maybe we
That's
heard
right.
things we wanted to hear.
He's enough of a lightweight he can get contact drunk.
Right.
Yeah, he got
These
drunk
guys
on-
drinking and burping is enough alcohol to.
I thought the insinuation there was that Connor got drunk on water.
That's right. There you go. It only
Yeah.
takes a few gallons,
That too.
Yeah,
Connor's high on life.
that's right.
So it does sound like we're going to go meet with the elder and at least